Between Malcolm X and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. Come on down and say hello. Shake my hand. I am TinaNixon.com. Yes, indeed. Doing what I do. Remember, Harlem got its own radio station, baby. Yes, we do. The one, the only.
You know, my father, who's an entertainer, wrote a song called Word Up. And it was about the language. It was about someone saying, word up, right? That was the language of our street.
When I talk to people and I ask them about that, ask them about what blackness is, what black language is to them, what does sounding black mean to them, more often than not, it's about a sound and a rhythm, this sort of movement and fluidity. It's sort of imbued with this cultural richness.
Language is music. They say picture is worth 1,000 words, but you know, I feel like I grew up in an environment where a person could use a few words and it felt like 1,000 pictures.
I'm afraid it's one of the great dilemmas and one of the great psychological hazards of being an American Negro. One's born in a white country where one was once a slave, where all the standards, none of it applies to you. Obviously, I hadn't always talked the way I had forced myself to learn how to talk. I realized it was a cadence, it was a beat. It was not a question of dropping S's or N's or G's, but a question of the beat, really. It's that tone and that sound, you know, which is in me.
What defines talking black? That's the real question to me, because talking black to me is an insult when you say you're talking black or you're talking white. Because I choose to pronounce my words. I'm not talking black. I'm totally black. I'm black.
Yeah.
So every word that comes out of my mouth is me talking.
Yeah, but
so I'm talking black.
But you're not talking black because you don't sound black while you're talking.
And that's my point. And I'm offended by that. What do you mean I don't sound black? I'm black, so I sound just as black as you do.
While I think anybody who's African American, you speak African American language because it's about you, the person, being African American, what you use. At the same time, I'm sort of pushed on that notion when I hear people or know that people exist who don't really seem to sound in a particular way.
I'm told all the time if somebody answers the phone, "Oh, I thought you were a white boy." What was that supposed to mean? I'm speaking the way that my family spoke. But did I know the language? Do I know another language? Yeah, I know another language.
It's just like anything else. It's surely as a kid learns how to use words, they learn how to use them in the ways that they're being used.
What is it you know when you know African American English, when you know it as a system, when you use it as your native language? Speakers of African American English, from my particular viewpoint, are those speakers who grow up in African American English speaking communities.
Many people assume that black English is one thing. All black people speak it pretty much the same way. There are many types of black English here in the United States.
Certainly there are differences that are regional differences, but I think there's some core aspect, and I think that's shared by many speakers of African American English. But as a speaker who grew up in Southwest Louisiana, I do things with African American English that I might not expect my counterparts who grew up in some other areas to do.
If I walk up to him, I say, "What's up?" I'm speaking. I'm saying, "Hey, how you doing?" I ran into some guys from New York up there in the middle of here, and we're in our big Burger King getting something to eat. I'm standing in the line. They stand beside me. I was like, "What's up?" And he just turned to me like, "What's up?" You know, to them, "What's up?" means, I'm like, no, I was speaking. I'm from Mississippi.
Sometimes the best language in Harlem is no language. We can look at someone and not say something and totally understand what we mean because we live the experience. So I could look at someone on the street and say, "Yo," or I could say, "Yo, man," and they'll totally get what I'm saying without saying anything else.
I'm in between Cali, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, Philly, New York. You'll get a different greeting, and that's just the start. I can go down to Atlanta and say, "What it do?" Detroit, "What up, though?" New York, what's up, son? Cali, what up, blood? You better be careful where you at if you say blood, though. But they know if you say what's up, blood, it's family.